And good day, folks. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Happy July 4th weekend to everyone. Those watching the replay, yeah, this is the 4th of July weekend. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. So if that does pop up throughout the stream, don't be surprised. And we got the best co-host in the business, TJ, and lovely Queen, Mariah, joining us tonight.
Wow, look at this. Look at this. How are you guys?
Yeah. It's like a special moment.
It sure is, man. I'm in a new location, a remote location. So getting ready to celebrate.
Is it warmer there?
No, not this time of year. It was like 90 degrees today probably, but it had been close to 100 up in New Jersey, like for the last week and a half or something like that. So no, it's about the same.
To be fair, with the humidity, it feels like 100.
It's very humid. Yeah. It is definitely very, very humid.
Yeah. Today was probably one of our worst days we've had in a long time. Humidity was so thick, it rained.
Ugh. And the temperature was 110?
No, actually, the temperature was probably 78 degrees. It was weird.
Oh, boo-hoo.
78 degrees.
78.
In Austin, Texas,
so
in the
hot.
summer?
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
What? I know people in Georgia that keep their AC set on 78 degrees in the summer. Are you kidding me?
Right now, after the storm, it hit 81 right now. It hit 81.
Wow. Yeah, those are like rookie numbers for you.
Yeah, but but normally our humidity is not as high. Right now, it's still at 83% humidity right now.
Oh, okay. So it is. Yeah, you're
right. It's minimal. Yeah.
You can cut it with a knife.
Yeah. Normally through the summertime, at the high, maybe 40% at the high.
Mm-hmm.
And usually it's lower than that throughout summer. So it just, yeah. But as Texans, as Aussians, this is a little bit too much.
Yeah. Cheryl says it was over 90 here today, and they were outside most of the day. So.
Oh.
I think, I don't know. I think she's unimpressed with your number there, sir.
Uh-oh. Is there something I can do to change her impression?
Just be better, I think, is the general message.
Yeah, the AC went out at my work yesterday for about 7 hours before they were able to get someone out to fix it, and it was brutal.
The store was toasty, huh?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And very busy, so everybody was moving around a lot, which made it even more hot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and the dog's coming in for grooming.
Yeah, thank goodness it didn't get too hot in the store, because after a certain point, we do have to send them home for safety concern reasons.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense.
For those coming in, that poll, I was just kind of curious to see where everyone's sitting for tomorrow. The question was, are you working? Are you working? Are you off tomorrow? Whatever.
Yep.
July 4th.
I'm not.
You're not off tomorrow?
I requested off I made sure I requested off because not only is it the 4th of July, but it's Cameron's birthday.
Oh, Cameron was born on the 4th of July.
No way. What? I didn't realize that.
Cool.
Happy birthday!
He left a little while ago.
Oh. You should tell us earlier. I didn't realize that.
Well, yeah, we were just talking to him backstage.
Oh. It's a little bittersweet for him, though, because every year everybody kind of gets a little bit more caught up with the festivities of 4th of July, and they kind of forget that it's his birthday. And most people already have plans or are planning something themselves and kind of invite him like, hey, you should come to our cookout. He's like, nah, it's my birthday. I'm trying to do my own thing. And they're like, oh, you should come anyways. It's like, it's still more about the 4th of July celebration instead of him. So I want to try to make tomorrow. Shh, nobody say anything. He's gone, so I'm gonna say it. But I called a bunch of his friends that he really, really likes and hangs out with as much as he can, but they don't have availability very often. And they're all gonna come over and we're all gonna hang out and surprise him and just play with water guns and water balloons and play cards and hang out.
That sounds super cool.
Make it a
And
day about him instead of the 4th of July.
that's super cool. And to top it off, after the stream, he can come down and we can give him an early birthday celebration message.
For sure. As long as you don't sing your whatever rendition that was of my happy birthday song when I was muted that night.
That's
because how disrespectful.
That is the best birthday song ever. And you know it.
Okay.
I'm practicing it right now in my head. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Hey.
She's not impressed.
She doesn't seem impressed. She'll think about it over the next hour and a half.
And laugh about it.
She'll warm up to it and she'll be like, you know what? Todd was right. He was right. So
you know what? I love it. I'm here for it.
I know you are. I know you are.
As you guys.
I know it. So we'll do that later. That'll be later. I am not working tomorrow. I have been off since yesterday.
No fair. Stop rubbing it in.
I apologize. So I drove from New Jersey down here to South Carolina. So I spent a day on 90. Yeah, I spent a day on 95 yesterday. It was a 12-hour.
What's that, about 8 hours?
12.
Oh, wow.
With stops, right? So I stopped probably 3 times or something like that. So
gotcha.
But yep, I'll be here until next Wednesday morning. I'll get in the car and head back north. So
nice.
Well, how fast were you driving?
Actually, not very fast, Mariah, because people were really bad about being in the left lane that didn't belong there. Like really bad. Some of the worst I think I ever remember.
You ain't got to say no more. I just started boiling.
I was like, seriously now?
Because passing on the right is so dangerous, but just go. Just move forward.
Well, if there's someone behind you, that means they want to go a little faster.
Right.
If there's no opportunity and you're passing and you're not going as fast as I am, okay, I can be patient.
Right.
But when the right lane opens back up,
move.
Come on. Like
move.
You shouldn't need like too much of a sign to know that this person wants to go quicker.
It sounds like these people need to be in Texas. Where it sounds.
Yeah, is it better in Texas?
See, in Texas, if you have 3 lanes, the right lane is for people that want to drive speed limit.
Okay.
The middle lane is for people that want to drive 10 over.
Okay.
And the far left lane, that's for people that have ticket money, people that can afford to get pulled over.
Now, see, once you on the highways in Atlanta, that's how it generally is. You get like a handful of people that don't get the memo and they just cruise in the left lane anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, ticket money, like you said, left lane.
You got ticket money.
Honestly, even in the right lane, people are speeding. Like,
yeah, it was just weird, guys. I don't know what the story was. So it was a solid, and then the last 2 hours of it was on and off torrential rain. So, which was totally unpredictable. So, right, you're going along just fine, and then all of a sudden, buckets of rain are coming down, and you got to like slow up, and so it just made it. It was a day, but it's good. I'm down here. We're gonna have a little barbecue tomorrow, so it'll be very nice.
Does this include hot dogs and hamburgers, or
hot dogs and hamburgers? And then I've got a cousin who is vegan. And so I am making homemade black bean burgers.
Nice.
And a vegan and gluten-free, because I've got another one of the kids is got a gluten allergy. So I'm doing a vegan and gluten-free quinoa salad.
Nice.
And then
there'll be other.
Me, yeah, I like to cook. Especially for other people. I cook for myself, like for the week. I'll do like something on Sunday, and then I have it as leftover, so that when I'm in the office during the first few days of the week, I don't have to cook. I come home and I can just heat something up. But I do enjoy cooking, and then especially like a party type situation, I enjoy that quite a bit. So went to the store today and got all that kind of stuff, and yeah, we'll have a good time tomorrow.
So why hasn't TJ barbecued for us at the Clash?
Because
I'm sure they probably don't allow barbecue grills at the event.
I don't think it's. I think that would be very much frowned upon.
Outside the hotel, out in the parking lot, or across the street in the grass.
Oh yeah, let's go just off in the field.
Yeah,
and just have a barbecue.
Yeah,
in the middle of Morgantown, Pennsylvania. They'll love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be perfect.
Yeah. Maybe we'll consider that for future editions of the Clash.
Nah, just pull up to an Amish dinner.
I was gonna say there's so many choices down there.
But I'm slightly not inconvenient. Yeah, I mean a little bit, but my language barrier. If I could talk Dutch, it'd be a little more easier to pull into a local Amish places. Hey, you all want some guests?
Talk like a local is what you're saying.
And I like you belong there.
Oh, you belong there. You belong everywhere. You're welcomed everywhere. Dennis says he cooks for himself too.
Nice.
No. I just was saying.
Oh.
You in general.
I thought maybe you were hinting that me and Grant we could pull it off and be one of the natives.
No.
No.
I wasn't thinking that.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah, so that's the story here.
What?
I said that's the story here.
Okay. Let's pull up the fish on link participant list.
Yep.
Why not? You know what I mean? It kind of shouts out them as well.
Yeah, we got a good crowd tonight, as usual.
It says right here there's 14 participants in the chat. We got Wayway, Empire of Dirty Aquatics, Jeff Kane, Nancy B, Tennessee, Stephen P, Dennis Christensen, Cheryl Smith, Dees Findon, Foxy Fishies, Joy of Fish Keeping, Scary Nona, Eugene Y, B Wizard Aquatics. Hey, B Wizard! I haven't seen the Coon's age.
And Brandon's
Joy
here.
Welcome in, folks.
Oh, and Lance just showed up.
Hey, Lance. Hey, Lance, you're a little slow.
It's all right. It's all right. He got a personal welcome from me.
Yes.
So we got him covered.
You know what? I'm gonna throw the topic up. That way, some people in the chat can be kind of thinking about it more. Especially for those that have not checked the topic out yet.
And did you see that Steven put in a guest?
I did super chat. No, super chat. Member. Thank you, Steven. Member for 10 months. Wow. Photos showing the thumbnail image, the great form of biological filtration. What do I win?
And I think later he said send him his koozie already.
Oh, he wants a koozie.
Was he right
the
though?
Gold one.
What?
I want the gold one.
The gold one?
Yeah.
Was he right?
He was right.
Excellent. Congratulations. But wait a second. Don't we have to do it we got a wheel of you lose. Isn't that how this works? Or am I confused?
I think I've done that. I've done that a while. Hey, Steven, that was too easy. I should have put it harder. I said, you know what? Most of mine are so hard, no one figures it out. But I said, this time, make it a little easier.
No, it's your special 4th of July gift to the chat.
Yeah.
Good.
So stick around, and after a while, I'll figure out the wheel, and we can do a giveaway, I guess. How about that?
Fish Frenzy Addiction just joined us.
Hey, Fish Friends Addiction, welcome in.
Jeff Kane wants to know where his koozie is.
Hey, Jeff Kane, I haven't seen you in person yet.
Oh,
Hey, Jeff.
Is that the deal?
Yeah, it makes it a little more special. You know what I'm
I see.
saying?
And
No.
Shark Fin just joined us.
Hey, Sharfin, welcome in. Let's pull this thing off the screen. Thanks again, David Bay, for being a member 10 months. Thank you. Okay.
I just want to say I missed y'all.
Well, we
I
missed
missed
you
y'all.
too. We missed you too. It's not the same without you. We understand that, listen, responsibilities at the store have to come first. It is kind of what it is. But we're happy that's not tonight.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I do got a question though. Since some of y'all saw the thumbnail, where is that thumbnail from?
Hmm.
And for those that have been following along for the past couple years,
Mm-hmm.
you already know what the picture is from. I tried to make it not as big. That way it's a little hard to dig it out where it's from. But it's pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, I know where it is.
If you've seen it in the past. So, anyways.
Yep.
Okay. And it has to be very detailed where exactly. It can't be just July 4th weekend or my birthday. It has to be a little more specific than just that.
That's Aquashella, Dallas, from your hotel room, across the street from the actual venue, from last year.
Which floor?
The 33rd, 32nd, 35th. No, I think Mariah's right. I think it's the 33rd floor. 33rd. That feels like the 33rd.
It should have been, but the 33rd floor was actually with a hot tub and the pool was on.
Oh, so this is 27th floor.
Something like that.
Ah, okay.
So, I thought about going out there and doing this. Nah, because you had to walk up like 3 sets of stairs.
Oh, that's
get to the pool.
Get to the pool. Mm-hmm.
Which is so wrong. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. There's probably some reason to do it for, but yeah. Because being out there, it's an amazing view. Up on the top floor outside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You overlook the whole city of Dallas.
It's pretty.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right, TJ. That picture was from the room overlooking the Aquashella venue. Yeah. Okay. So the topic tonight: different implementation, filtration, and where does this come from? TJ.
Was not me.
So you're saying the queen pulled it up?
She did. Not only is she back after a couple of weeks away, she also has dazzled us with her very own topic tonight.
Dazzle.
Ooh.
Sparkle, sparkle.
It must have something to do with the July 4th weekend. Something.
I think it was. She's pulling out all the stops tonight. She's coming back with a bang.
Yeah, it was a bang. Like exactly.
Yeah. Wait until the fireworks go off behind her.
Hey Cam, do you hear that?
They've been going
Go ahead.
all week around here.
Have they?
Yes. People have not been waiting. They've been ready to go.
Just looking for an excuse.
Yes. People stock up on Memorial Day like, oh, they're open. They're going on sale. Bet. And they
They've
rip
got like
them out. And they rip
it's
them
like
out of the basement, and they're like, "Let's do it."
it's like they're running the Magic Kingdom nightly
Right.
fireworks show.
Exactly. It's like Memorial Day never ended.
Yep. They're just rolling right into the 4th of July. They're like, well, why stop now? Because now it's the 4th of July, and then they'll be ready
Right.
for, oh, well, it's going to
And
be
people
Labor
do
Day
fireworks
soon.
for their birthdays now and all kind of stuff. So yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Usually, for those that don't live in Texas or in the South, where it's dry,
Mm-hmm.
usually July 4th, the local government or the mayor kind of hints at putting the fire ban up before July 4th.
Well, because if you
It's dry.
right in the wrong place, you could light
Mhm.
up a whole bunch of
Right.
brush.
Absolutely.
Last year was probably one of the worst. And he said he'll put it off, he'll wait, but it may look like a day or two after July 4th, the ban was on.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, speaking of July 4th,
Yes.
all of y'all that own pets and have dogs or cats that are very skittish or nervous with this, with the fireworks and the noise and everything going on, please, y'all go to like your local pet store or local veterinarian, whatever you use. Go get yourself some type of calming treats or something to help your dogs get or cats get through this, because it can be very stressful for them. It's a lot of noise, and you really don't want them to be having anxiety attacks or just anxious fits over this type of stuff. We want all of our animals and loved ones to be safe and comfortable during the festivities. There's plenty of different options. There's a lot of hemp calming treats, CBD. There's just straight herbal that don't involve hemp or CBD. There's a lot of different options for you out there. And most stores will be open tomorrow, wherever you're located. Most places will have some type of store like that that is going to be open tomorrow for most of the day. So don't forget to take care of your pets as well.
So do I take my fish to the store too?
I'm sure your fish will be okay. You might, well, you can drop a little bit of stress coat in there, maybe.
Ooh,
Okay.
here's a tip right from the expert.
Drop a little bit of
coat.
stress coat in there, maybe.
Yeah.
Product as far as recommendation, I would recommend. There's one that is very popular. It's a brand of Only Natural Pet. And they have a full spectrum hemp calming treat.
So how much do I need to take to be calm?
Well, it's for dogs and it's based on the weight. So
Okay, all right. So okay, so I mean the directions tell me how much I need to take.
well, how much do you weigh?
Let's say 300 pounds.
300
You probably
pounds.
need about 12 of them.
Whoa.
All right.
Like a whole box?
Just take a whole box.
No, we are not. We are
60.
not. We are not
There's a 60
offering
count.
dosing advice on this show tonight, friends and family.
A quick disclaimer, quick.
No, but if y'all
Not
are
time for home.
unable to get to a store or get something like that, you can always substitute with like something along the lines of Benadryl, or if you already have it currently prescribed from your vet, you can use Trazodone. But always check with your vet and check online about the milligram dosage ratio to the weight of your pet as well, because dosing medication can always be very tricky when it comes to animals versus humans.
Yeah. Fireworks have, since I can remember,
Yeah,
always
Adaptive
bothered.
is pretty good as well. I've heard that.
She said it's kind of a pheromone. It's a pheromone, huh? Interesting.
There are plug-in devices that you can buy as well that emit certain pheromones that give a calming effect to them. Some are just herbal. There's lots and lots of different options.
I like it. I appreciate it, Mariah, coming out with the wisdom tonight.
Yeah. Good reminders as we head on into the holiday here.
Yeah. All right. And today, you know what? I'm going to throw it in a little bit. Today I was working. I had my earbuds on. I listened to. You might know the guy, Chad Prather. He does podcasts,
Oh, uh-huh.
and he's based here in Texas.
Okay.
Anyways, of course, his latest podcast came out today, and it was about July 4th. It was interesting to hear the backstory of July 4th. There's a lot of stuff about July 4th I didn't even realize even. So that's kind of cool to kind of refresh my memory.
Of the kind of the history behind
The history,
day.
yeah.
Mm.
Of the day, yep. So if you want to check him out, Chad Prather, he's probably on YouTube probably, and Instagram. But I usually listen to him on the podcast on the iPhone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can get it kind of wherever.
Right.
Yeah, got it.
Back to the live stream. So, how deep are we supposed to be going into this filtration topic?
Well, I don't know about how deep, but I know what my first question is.
Well, it's wet.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So, first question is, what would be you guys' opinion on which creature or living thing, doesn't have to be a fish,
Mm-hmm.
what living thing could you put in an aquarium
Mm-hmm.
that would serve as the best form of filtration? Filtration only. We're not talking about additional benefits of oxygenation or hiding places or anything else. Strictly filtration.
But what I'll probably say the best creature or whatever living would be oysters.
Any living thing. Could be plant, could be oysters. That's good. I like that.
I mean, my first choice. But.
Wait a minute here. So what living thing can you put into an aquarium and it become
the best situation?
The best.
What would you say, in your opinion, is the best form of filtration to use with a living thing being the form of filtration?
So, clarifying question. Do you know the answer to this, or is this a giving opinion? Because
no, this is just opinion based.
Got it. I wasn't sure because in my head I'm going, oh, what's the most obscure thing? Because that's going to be the answer, right? Of like,
no.
You know what I mean? Like it's going to be like something that I'm never going to expect. It's going to be like a sea slug from the Pacific Ocean.
Right.
No.
That's found at the deepest part, and it's usually covered over. And it comes out every 30 years.
Right. Yeah.
It's like a cicada's kneecap or something, you know.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's the larvae of like the eastern, like
it's like
screeching moth or something like that. I would tend to go like fast growing stem plants.
Okay. Now, would you go with fast growing stem plants that need specific lighting, or any fast growing stem plants?
Well, so I think that's an individual question based on the aquarium you're putting it in, because if it's a low light type of aquarium, you better not put a fast growing stem plant that needs like highlight or something like that, right? So I'd go for kind of some run of the mill plant that is known to be a good water column feeder, right? Like a bacopa, or like Steven said, one of my personal favorites that I just do well with is hornwort.
So hornwort's a stem plant?
So I guess I don't know.
If it is, that's news to me. I didn't realize it.
Hornwort is it's not an epiphyte because it's right.
Now you question all my wisdom.
I mean, it certainly looks very like because it grows from kind of one.
Yeah, good point.
Right, grows from kind of one stem. I don't know. Hornwort and pennywort are my water column feeder go-tos. It is a stem.
Yes, it is a stem.
That's what Steven says. So
what?
Yep.
Because most of my hornwort I just got floating in my aquarium or in the pond.
Me too. I rarely do I plant it.
A lot of fish tear it up, to be honest.
Oh,
really? I've been pretty lucky. I don't have.
I mean, when you're handling it, I'm sure y'all realize it's kind of delicate.
It is really delicate.
And I find
it's pretty easy for fish to tear it up, or if you've got like a really like a high flow tank, it would be pretty easy to do.
Yeah, it grows pretty well, although if I get it at the fish club and it comes from someone who's got a different water source here in New Jersey, it fakes its own death for like the first week. Like it drops all the needles. And you think it's died, and then like another week goes by and it's like, just kidding, and it starts growing again. I mean, it's
right.
It's the craziest thing. But once you get it through that kind of first,
to go through its own nitrogen cycle.
It has to, right? It has to like cycle itself or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's fine. Like it's perfect after that, and it grows like crazy. So yeah.
I mean, down here, we have a local down here.
It grows wild.
Yeah.
Invasive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal to have.
Got it.
Okay. I was going to say, is it illegal to remove from the wild?
No, they don't want you to go there and pull out buckets of it. You know.
Oh wow.
I don't know why not. I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, hey, if it's out in the wild and it's not being sprayed down with pesticides, I don't see why it wouldn't be a good choice.
Right.
Steven says anything that grows out of the water quickly, like aquatic mint.
Aquatic mint can also be invasive. Really, I don't know about in other parts of the country, but here in Texas, it can be nasty. If you have it in an outdoor pond, it can destroy cover.
Terrestrial mint is invasive. It will grow. It will take over your entire yard if you plant it like in the ground.
Yeah.
Like regular mint. It will take over your yard. That's why most people, if they do grow mint, they grow it in a pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what? I need a little break because I need to find the giveaway, and so I'm gonna step away.
Okay.
And TJ is gonna keep. I'll be still hanging out. I'll be talking and everything, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
And then there were two.
Jeff said Kabomba. I love Kabomba.
Yeah, and he talked about Val, Sag. What is it? Octopus. Stellatus octopus.
Is this Stellatus?
I'm Googling right now. Pogostemon stellatus octopus. Yep. I forgot the first word. Yeah, so lots of good choices. So okay, so what was yours? What would you use as far as a creature goes?
So honestly, mine would have probably been, y'all are gonna laugh, but duckweed.
So
depending
a
on the
plant.
tank. Yes.
Yeah.
Depending on the tank. I think it would work well.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Obviously not to the capacity that many of the other plants that have already been mentioned would, but
I mean, I think it replicates like you wouldn't believe, as we know. So, not a bad choice.
you know what we missed though?
What's
that
that?
I don't think I've seen anybody mention yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the most important thing in your tank outside of
Mm-hmm.
the water,
Okay.
and it is living, and that would be bacteria.
Of course. How did we bypass that? We
I don't
talked
think I
about it
saw
last
anyone
week, in
mention
fact.
bacteria.
How did we miss that? Because, like, that is the ultimate in removing the very toxic substances and turning them into less toxic substances throughout the process.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely.
It's so obvious I didn't even think about it.
And without it, neither the plants or the fish would do very well.
Yeah, I mean, you need that as the building block of the whole thing, right? So here's a question.
Okay.
We're not prepared for this. We didn't research this, so it's more of just to sort of set the stage for everybody in the audience, right? This is more of a
Off the dome, off the
it
top.
is, and it's going to be conjecture, right? Is the
Mhm.
bacteria a type of filter, Mariah?
I would say to answer that, I would have to ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
And that question is, what is the function of the bacteria?
I mean, in this case, it's to take the most harmful substances or the more harmful substances and consume them, and they end up turning them into less I mean, I guess that's the foundation of biological filtration, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So yes,
That's what I like to call the Socratic method. I'm just kidding.
I'll tell we walked that one through live on the air. So yeah, so it is. It may not function exactly like like if we think of a filter from a mechanical perspective, right? But
But
it is
it
the
does
basis
serve
of a
as a
biological
form
filter.
of filtration.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it also aids because the plants will get covered in bacteria.
Mhm.
So they're sucking up nitrates and other things, and the bacteria that is on them in some capacity is sucking up the ammonia and the nitrite and turning it all into nitrate. So yeah, it's all a part of a natural kind of filtration system that goes on within an aquarium like that.
Most
Okay,
definitely.
I like how we reasoned that one out.
It sounds like y'all don't even need me anymore.
We always need to.
I'm back. Okay. You know what? Let's do it now. Hey, Steven P. You still here yet?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, Steven. Since you guessed it right, you automatically tonight you do win automatically.
That's the holiday spirit. I like it.
And Steven, I'm going to give you two options.
Mm-hmm.
Number one,
Mm-hmm.
this would be the Lavender Vibes Koozie, 1K subscriber.
Ooh, the 1K subscribers. That's a
Yeah,
special edition.
yeah, it is special edition. There's only 5 of these out there, that's all gonna be made. Not making any more.
Did you just say 5?
Yeah,
That's
only
really
5.
limited edition.
Yes, that one.
Wait, are you gonna sign them?
I can. I mean, I've done most of them once I really get it done already. But I'm gonna leave it up to the winner. Do what?
If there's only 5, you should definitely sign them.
Yeah. So
Make
the 1K. This is lavender. This is my favorite color. So this is really special edition. You got that one, or number 2, the yellow Bob's koozie. And this is just the basic vibes koozie. So if you want a koozie of vibes that you don't mind tearing up, it's a perfect idea. So Steve, I'm gonna leave it up to you.
He said you had me at option 1.
Option 1, okay.
Yep.
So Steven, you mind sending me your address, my email? I can send it to you, and I'll go ahead and throw in some fish food as well. Some one of my favorite, the Fire Bites.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I'll send you. Let me think. How about 3 of them? I'll send you 3 of them.
Wow.
I'm actually kind of curious what these actually cost in the store. And my local fish store sells these for like $8 a piece. These packages. So I was like, whoa! And here I've been just giving them away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's super cool. So you're gonna give him that.
Yep, it's automatic win because he guessed it right. And for those that don't know, the reason that he won, hey, you know what? I'm gonna replay it quick. Put that up there. He guessed how the thumbnail and the topic coexist. Yeah, coincidence. This started a while back. Anyways, and since it's July 4th, and Steven guessed it right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway as well. Spin the wheel, last man standing. You gotta be here in America, and you gotta be here to win.
For the other one, so you're gonna give the other one away.
Right.
Very nice. Oh, you're gonna give that away.
The API water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, fancy.
A Seacom towel.
T-shirt? Towel.
Now,
Cool.
and these are all brand new, y'all. And I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and give out some more big fish food, the Fire Bites.
Mm-hmm.
The Viber Bites are amazing.
Sleek vacation tabs, which if you don't use these as vacation tabs, you can take these and crush them up and feed it to Daphne or to your live cultures.
Oh, okay. That's a good use for those.
And then the Vibes Aquatics bracelet,
Oh,
handmade one.
Oh, that's pretty.
So this is a serious prize pack.
Yeah. And this fits me. So I guess if it don't fit you, you give it to your wife or to your kiddo if you want. But yeah.
Did you make that?
Nope. One of my little friends made them. And also, this is 1 of 5. So.
Oh.
That's cool. So
yeah.
I just wanted to call out real quick. So Mickey M said that he's awesome to have you streaming. He's having a bit of a rough day with his old mom. And I also did see that one of his favorite football players, so soccer to us here in the U.S., but football in basically the rest of the world, who plays for the Liverpool Football Club, crashed and died with his brother 24 hours ago. So,
oh wow,
Oh.
So I just wanted to call that out. Mickey, awful sorry to hear you're having issues with your mom and her, I assume her health. And yeah, I also saw a very sad situation with that football player dying. So we are really happy to have you here with us tonight.
Yes.
I always enjoy having you in the chats and around. So I'm very thankful that you're here, and really sad that unfortunately you're having some struggles with your mom, and then what's happened with the football player.
Yeah, Mickey, I appreciate you sharing with us. And that goes for anyone. I actually enjoy if you said make it personable. You're one of us now. If you're here in the chat, you're one of us, and hopefully you all feel that way. Yeah. Welcome in, folks. Okay. Yes, they are great. The only issue I have with them is the price tag. Hey, J13, I do gotta shout you out. A local.
Oh, we got fireworks going on here now, guys.
Is it loud?
I'm in the house, so no, but I can hear it. There's some of the places around here.
Okay. Hey, welcome in, Cyril Steve. Good to see you. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw the spin the wheel hashtag in the chat. Why not?
Okay.
Let's get underway. And since the thumbnail and the topic coincide, let's go use the photos as the hashtag.
Hashtag Pothos.
Very simple. Hey, Silent Whalen! Hey, actually, mods, would you mind going back and finding a Silent Whalen's video? She just talked a video recently about Aquashella. And for those that have not checked it out, I think she did a great job of giving everyone a taste of Aquashella. So, I'm assuming that she has a part 2 because it says in the title part 1. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a part 2. So we got day 1, day 2, etc. So,
nice.
It's really good.
Dirty Tank 13. Check the spelling on your hashtag there. There's no H in front after the P.
Potos.
Or is that the hashtag you put in there? Did you spell it that way?
Nope.
Hashtag
Yes. Post those.
Okay. Yeah, Dennis, same comment for you.
Thanks, y'all, so much. To Way, Stephen P, Jeff Kenny. You guys are rocking tonight.
Sam is like lightning.
Yeah, he is lightning. I still got it.
Sure do.
Yeah. And what is giveaway?
I'm gonna give a few minutes to let people put in the hashtag. Okay. When it comes to this topic, I was reminded. So earlier today, I was watching the most recent video that Aquarium Domain Jeremy put up. And he is a guy who uses some, my terminology, less conventional filtration. If you look at some of the larger aquariums that he builds, he does filters that are, he puts a lot of the plants along the back of the aquariums. Right. Sometimes all in, inside the aquarium, depending on the setup. He does sumps, he does settling chambers, right, where the water he kind of puts it deep down into the big on the ends of his aquariums. Usually he's got, what is it, a couple of feet wide, a couple of feet, front to back. and side to side, and then it's usually almost the full tank height, so several feet high, where he gets the water pumped into that chamber. It goes to the bottom and it ends up filtering its way back up through. He uses like pea gravel and sand and different types of rock, and then he uses it to kind of come back up through all of that media, and then sort of filters back over into the aquarium like waterfall type of situation. And so when I think about sort of implementations of filtration, it makes me think immediately of kind of some of his setups. Yeah, bog filters, right? He uses those. He did one recently, I think in one of his 1,200-gallon aquariums, the new fish annex, that he used some K1 media, the little plastic kind of ring shaped thing. He's got them underneath kind of a grate, and then he's got plants on top of that. And so, he definitely just has a bunch of different ways in which he does filtration that, are not your standard canister, hang on back sponge filter type of thing.
Right.
How do you guys feel about UV filtration?
What was that?
Is there echo?
How do you guys feel about UV filtration?
There is echo from Mariah. Yeah, all of a sudden it popped up.
Hang on, let me try to turn my mic off and turn it back on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely. Wow, that is loud. Hey,
Yes,
Elaine, welcome in. Sal, welcome in.
Hey,
Is it
Sal?
better?
No.
No.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just thought it was really interesting, right, Vibes, the way that he sets those things up. And I also wonder, part of it is his water volumes are huge.
Yes.
And
does he say what his average turnover rate is per hour is?
I don't know that I've ever heard him say it. It doesn't mean that he hasn't done it, but I don't know. Nothing that I remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. Same.
But I will say that if you look at like the 4,500, he's got all those pumps at the end.
Yes.
So he's moving a tremendous amount of water.
Right.
But it also makes me wonder the size of the aquariums that he's got.
Yeah.
And does that impact how well those setups work, those filter setups?
Right.
Right. Because his thing is minimal water changes typically. Right. He works on getting them balanced out. And it's like we always talk about, or we don't always talk about, but you hear quite commonly, and I think we've talked about it here, that a larger aquarium is easier from a stability perspective.
Yes.
And so it just kind of makes me wonder, as I'm kind of sitting here thinking about it sort of in the moment, if there's something that is in the size of the aquarium that makes it so that the types of filters that he uses tend to be much more of an efficient
type
of system.
You brought up a good point. If your system's balanced, do you need water changes?
Yes.
I mean, I think it depends on defining need, right? I mean, you have your multi-aquarium that I don't think you do water changes on.
No, I don't. But if it's balanced, that means the nitrates is getting eaten up from somewhere.
Oh, that's interesting, because I don't know that I would have, of my own thinking, I don't know that I would have said that is what is necessarily the definition of balanced.
Oh, so okay, so maybe that definition is more of an ecosystem more than balanced.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Because I would say an aquarium can be balanced even if it doesn't necessarily consume all the nitrates,
Right. Right.
right?
Right.
I think you can still have an aquarium that's balanced, right? So you're not getting crazy amounts of algae,
Right.
but you're
Yeah.
doing
Water changes.
whatever your water changes are, or it's you're not getting spikes of ammonia and things like that, right? So
Right. Right.
Would
I
either
would
of you
agree
say
what you
that carbon would play an important factor in that determination?
using carbon, you mean like chemical filtration?
Yes.
No. I would not define it as such. I don't run carbon in any of my aquariums currently.
Same here.
And
Why?
why? Just have not felt like I've needed it, I guess.
Carbon is there to pull out something in the water column that you want to pull it out
Yeah.
is a good source to use that. But if your water column is perfect or not perfect, yeah, balanced, whatever, you don't need that carbon to pull it out. It pulls stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
Now,
let
if
me
you're
ask you
looking for that,
this.
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Vibes.
I'm just saying, if you were looking for that pristine clarity of water, yeah, you might use a carbon or use some sort of chemical filtration to give that pristine look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's people that swear by it. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. It's just not something that I feel like I've had to use. And
I
I
don't
don't
know if
think
you
it's
guys are
prevented.
aware, but I actually use all three of my filters that are currently in the cichlid tank are carbon.
They have carbon in them.
They do.
And sponge or something as well, or is it just straight carbon in
Yes.
bags?
And they do have sponge and polyfill.
Sponge,
They actually have
polyfill.
two separate types of sponges and polyfill.
Okay.
How I feel,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't plug up.
Nope. As long as I change out the polyfill every time I do my water changes.
Nice. Yeah.
So I use polyfill in one of my aquariums in the filter, and I do change it. It can plug up because I think the sponge that I've got in the filter is pretty coarse, and so I think it ends up catching a bunch of stuff that kind of gets
For
through.
sure. I would say the
Um,
amount of polyfill you use too, like the density of it, how much you pack in there has a lot
absolutely.
to do with that.
Right.
Yep.
Because obviously the more densely packed it is, the less the water is going to be able to flow, so it'll get
True.
packed up a lot easier.
Makes sense. Yep.
Now, I've used polyfill in my hanging back filters to get if I want to get that extra particles out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll use polyfill and then hang them back.
Sure.
It's kind of just like an additional polishing feature, essentially.
Yeah.
Like the polishing pads that are in canisters.
True.
It's a good, cheap way to do it without spending a bunch of money on a canister if you don't necessarily need it or don't necessarily have the space for it.
Right. Jeff Kane, that's so correct. Need is a relative. One guppy in a 40 breeder? No. 1,000 guppies in a 40 breeder? What are you thinking? And yes.
Right.
Mm,
I
fair.
agree, Jeff Kane.
Fair.
Exactly.
Yeah, I suppose this topic, like most that we cover, is very situation specific,
Mm-hmm.
right? Again, when we talk about we speak from our own experience, it's going to be targeting our opinions based on how we set up our aquariums. And so, yeah, I think there's always going to be the extremes that totally change the equation.
Right.
For sure.
Jeff said he's playing with carbon in his substrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people will do it where they will just take a media bag and will fill it with carbon and stick it down in the substrate. And they'll even go a step further and mix carbon and crushed up root tabs, or a bunch of other different stuff, which I'm not sure how effective that would be, because you would think that the carbon would absorb the moisture or absorb the nutrients directly from the root tabs, right?
Yeah.
But I've seen people do it and it's worked out very successfully for their
Huh.
tanks.
And do they
I think
change it
a
out,
lot of it
Brian?
has to do with just experimentation.
Sure. Do they change it out?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. That I don't know.
Because isn't it such a thing that after a while carbon can release things back
Yes,
into the aquarium?
yes,
Yes,
you can.
it can. That's
Okay.
for sure.
Yep.
As far as them changing it out, I'm not sure as how often they do or if they do.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the initial setups and like follow-ups afterward
Yep.
of what the tank was looking like and how it was growing and looking. Now the person that I was watching, they do frequent changes of
Gotcha.
a lot of their different tanks, consistently. So it may be something that they were just setting up as an example to show something that can be done.
Mm-hmm.
But I would imagine it would be a pain in the butt maintenance wise every few months.
Yeah, if you had to like dig up the substrate.
Hmm.
Right.
Especially if you
Now,
have a heavily planted tank with rooted plants as well.
Mm-hmm.
now I can see that working if you would do like a compartment system in your aquarium with you would do like a 3D printed system where you had like a drawer that you pull out of the substrate with whatever bags you have in there to change out.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that an interesting idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had like a drawer that was there that you could just
Right.
Huh.
And that drawer would be covered with a rock or whatever. You just really rock and pull the drawer out. Basically, it'd be like the idea of all-in-one system, basically.
Yeah. But those don't typically have a drawer.
No, they don't. Now, there are some that are similar to drawer
Mhm.
that it can be kind of, I guess it is kind of like the insert
Mm-hmm.
that you slide out, whatever. But
Yep. Steven says he's got like 950 guppies in a 40 breeder. That's like a village of guppies.
that is a village. That's a mosh pit,
Really?
100%.
Mm-hmm. So, and Jeff says he does not change the carbon. He's got it. It's a mix in the dirt, so it's an intentional temporary trap.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, it is advantage to keep carbon around for if you ever need to pull out unused medicine or anything out in the water column, you probably causing infected fish. Throw it in there, or your shrimp. Throw it in there, and it will pull out those toxins out.
It's a good emergency thing to keep on
Right.
hand, just in case you get yourself into a situation where something gets
Mhm.
in there. Somebody's cleaning and they get something in the water and you can't figure out what's going on, and water changes don't get it done.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, if you're able to get your hands on some aquachar, that's even better for that. Especially if you have shrimp.
I would say that's the aquarium equivalent of putting your phone in a bowl of rice after dropping it in water. Or even detoxing your body from caffeine or alcohol or something,
Jeff said 950 guppies is only 2 or 3 births away from 1,000.
2 or 3? I thought it'd be like 1. Not even 1 even.
Well, so then he needs a 1K celebration when he gets to 1,000 guppies in the mock pit.
I just want to pause in reflection for a moment and show a little respect to the female fish out there that give live birth, Because that's got to be a very violent experience to shoot out like over 100 offspring at one time. So respect to the female fishes.
Oh, while we've been talking, it's gone from 950 to 1200.
Oh
It's too
God!
late.
See her poor little self. Such a
Congratulations, Stephen
violent
P.
experience.
Wow. I mean, this is a serious milestone here.
Yeah.
Well, now you got to come up with 1,200 names.
Whoa.
I feel like we need to audit. Like we need to count to make sure that there is really 1200 in there.
Definitely.
We
Yeah.
need to do like this. The village needs to have the census done.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
For
Mhm.
sure.
Hey, Steven, are you off tomorrow? Off work tomorrow? You are. I mean, you got all day. You and your wife and your kiddos. Good. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's 10, 20, 30, and so on.
Right. And she's still getting harassed constantly. Respect to her. She's
Absolutely.
giving violent birth and still being catcalled or
Yep.
fish called.
Yep.
Fish called. I like this.
Fish called.
Catfish called. Ha ha! Ha ha!
Did you
Look
hear that?
at what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been gone too long, Mariah.
Ha! That's a knee
I-
slapper right there.
I think there needs to be a stream tomorrow to count the 1,200 guppies.
Yes.
For sure. 1,600. Okay. You might need to get a bigger tank.
Mm-hmm.
You better start counting now, Steven. Otherwise, it's going to be 2,000 and so on.
Well, then he's gonna have to do a 2,000 celebration.
Right.
That sounds like that'll pretty much be at like at this
I
rate.
would
It's probably gonna be 10 o'clock.
500%. Give 500 more. Sorry.
Oh, they need to be the headline act for the stream for the celebration. We need the proclaimers to come out of retirement.
Right.
It could be like a telethon, right? Where the thing like keeps going up as they more and more guppies, it like raises and then the proclaimers come out and they sing the next verse of the song.
Oh gosh.
Interesting times.
You need to
in
wait
the
for them to
guppy
eat
mouth.
a few.
Right? See, that's what I'm saying. People be looking at me crazy when I tell them I let my convicts eat their babies.
So see, and that's what you call a balanced system.
That's right. That's the circle of life, baby.
Yeah, right there in front of your eyes.
Man, nature is vicious.
I think we'll do the giveaway at 8:30 my time, 9:30 your time.
Okay. 12 minutes?
Yeah, 12 minutes. I'm gonna bring it up on screen so people can see it.
Sure. So what's your thoughts on this whole filtration idea? Vibes? What you got
Yeah.
kind of marinating there for you?
Marinating. Usually we do like a ribs.
You know what I meant.
Chicken.
You
I knew
you
you were
know
hungry
what I
food.
meant.
I knew your hungry behind was gonna talk about some food.
Mhm.
Actually,
He
honestly,
heard
bro,
marinating. He was like, "Ooh, barbecue."
exactly. I mean, you can't talk about marination and not talk about barbecue in Texas. I mean,
Right.
Mm.
I was gonna say you kind of walked right into that one, TJ.
I did.
yeah.
I did. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I set myself up for that.
Mm-hmm. And since we're going on that path, you're about to go ahead and throw in some mac and cheese and cottage cheese as sides.
No, sir. Not
You
invited
had
to
me
the
at
cookout.
mac and cheese for sure.
No cottage cheese.
Mm.
Okay.
But anyways, though, filtration. What you got, man?
Yeah. My first one I got on my list. I actually got a list, y'all.
Whoa.
Oh.
Since TJ and Mariah couldn't be on the list because it was too hard, the Vibes had to step up and do it tonight.
Thanks,
Okay,
man.
you don't have to put us on blast like that, though.
Oof.
All right.
This is gonna hurt my rating, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit.
This is it. This is all right, everybody, ladies and gentlemen watching at home. This is the beginning of the end right now.
I'm not even here often enough anymore. I'm probably not even part of the algorithm, man. I'm way beneath you, TJ. So don't feel bad.
I don't know what's going on. You and I are about to be replaced. It's like this is like free agent season.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got another group chat he talks to. You know,
tells them about us. You don't believe these two guys.
I know.
These derelicts.
Yeah.
These degenerates.
We come up with a topic, show up with nothing. Nothing, I tell you.
Yeah. Since tomorrow I'm off work, I might need to do some interviews.
Oh boy.
Oh
no. So quit dodging the question here.
No, come on. I was dodging. I thought it was perfectly. Anyways, my first one on the list is the hang on back filter.
Okay. What do you like about hang on back?
It's so versatile. You can use it as a polisher, as a filtration. Use it as a waterfall to oxygenate the water column.
Yeah.
Use it as a plant holder.
Yep. I like your idea there of the waterfall. I can see an application being in a situation where you put it on the side of the aquarium for fish that come from like fast moving streams. Right? Because you put it on the narrow side.
Right.
So it runs down, right? And it creates that kind of constant sort of churn. You can also do, maybe power heads or something like that to supplement.
Yeah, I was going to say you could create that effect with a hang on back without the need for a power head or a wave maker.
Sure. Yeah. It makes me think of, and I don't know if he did it exactly this way, but Kenny, ABC, Aquatic Biotope Creation.
Yeah.
You know how he's got like the darters and things like that, and he sets up aquariums where they have that kind of natural flow.
Right.
Again, I don't know that it's backed by a hang on back, but I could see an application where it would work like that.
Right. True. And if you're doing an aquascape, you can integrate that hang on back as your water feature on your aquascape. Do like a waterfall aquascape. And that be the pump for the
Yeah, absolutely. You could easily like put some type of rocks or whatever, or some plants on it and decorate it to make it blend in. So it's not just a big plastic piece, and it looks super natural and really good.
It'd be the same idea as people do on ponds a lot of times. The pond, you'll have the overflow. Same idea as a hang on back.
True.
And it'll just be flowing beautifully over a cascade of stone,
Right.
Yeah.
You can do the same idea in your aquarium.
Yep. I also like how easy they are to clean.
Yes. It depends on the hang on back, though.
It does, and it depends on how you set it up.
Right.
But in general, you can set them up in a way where they're fairly easy to clean, right? It doesn't take long.
Right.
I usually will take a bucket and I'll collect all the media in whatever configuration it is, put it in the bucket, fill the bucket with the water that I'm emptying out of the aquarium already, and I can clean it in that bucket and put it back and it's done, right?
Right. Now, there's a lot of hang on backs out there that are built to hold replaceable sponge pads or whatever. Those I don't encourage to buy those at all. Stay clear of those. Go with the ones that you can put your own media in the back. Basically, it's an open box instead of ones that have dividers.
Although,
Go ahead.
so I've got 2 of the Marineland hang-on backs.
Uh-huh.
Those typically will come with a cartridge.
Yes.
Mhm.
I have, though, been able with that. I have been able to cut sponge that
Mhm.
fits the compartment,
Right.
and it still has those kind of like the ridges where you would put the cartridge, but I've got sponge in there and it works perfectly fine.
Right.
So there's probably some, to your point, that it wouldn't work very well that way.
True.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I've found that if they have a big enough kind of compartment, you can just use it anyways.
Right.
Yeah, I would say the ones that have like the separated compartments
Hmm.
where they're supposed to have like specific sponge here, specific cartridge here, specific whatever.
Yep.
Those.
Oh boy.
Like that.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Hang on.
Yep.
I didn't ask him to talk even. He talked out of.
He doesn't wait for you to tell him to talk. He
No, he
talks when he's
doesn't.
ready. He talks when he's ready.
Wow.
Sorry, he
So
heard someone's car
Mickham.
door outside.
No, that's okay. So
But
Mickham was asking a question about the word dodge, and I think Dee Dee answered, what it means is to avoid something, and he was connecting it to the car company. And my understanding is Dodge was a name of people. It was the Dodge brothers
Yeah.
that started that car company, and so not connected in any way necessarily specifically to dodging something, like avoiding something.
are we talking about the expression "get out of Dodge"?
Well, I think that's what he's.
Oh.
So yeah. So Mickey's from Sweden, right? And so I think he was trying to
Mhm.
understand from an English language perspective, and he was
Right.
connecting it to the car company. And I the only part that I know of that is the fact that it's Dodge Brothers, and so that was their last name.
Now, Elaine, but in the Old West, outlaws would dodge lawmen and bounty hunters. They were
Yep.
on the dodge. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yep. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking what Dee Dee was thinking. I'm pretty
Dodge
sure
City.
Dodge was a city
Yeah. It
back
was.
in the day, and there was an expression that came about because it was just so rough of a city to be in that it was the thing to say we got to get out of Dodge.
Right.
Mhm. This is true. So
Good.
it's the same word used in multiple different contexts.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. 2 more minutes, and we'll do the giveaway. And you got to be here to win. And you got only 1 minute to respond in chat. And you
as we've
you
said
got to send your
before,
address. What?
and as we said during the birthday stream, it's somewhere between 1 and 8 minutes in reality.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, TJ, don't
Yeah.
encourage that.
I'm just being honest with people here,
I
man.
know. And you got to send your address to my email
Mhm.
by tomorrow night. Within 24 hours.
Within 24 hours, you've got to get the address. Yep.
Right. Otherwise, the giveaway will be another time. So.
Yeah, Steven's right. The rule was it's between 1 and 8-ish minutes.
8-ish.
8-ish. So if it's 8 and 30 seconds or 10.
You get the point. But basically, we can't wait very long. And it's last man standing. And if you're not here, the second man standing will get the win.
It's not a koozie on the line tonight, so I'm wondering if Cheryl's luck is going to continue.
Now that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a koozie, I mean, sorry folks, I think it's automatically Cheryl would win automatically.
History has shown. So let's see. We're going to see what kind of potential there's magic here or not.
There is a Dodge City in Kansas and Dodge in North Dakota. Oh.
Yeah.
Good Westerns.
I would say now the expression "get out of Dodge" just means there's a sticky situation going on of some type that you really don't want to be around. Or maybe you're even in a rush to get somewhere. You might say, we need to get out of Dodge very quickly. Or if you were on the run, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways a lot of different contexts you could use that expression now. But Dee Dee is right as far as where it came from. I'm pretty sure.
And Ben Sharp, welcome. Ben, there is just a short amount of time left to put in hashtag Pothos to win a nice little gift pack.
Hashtag POTHOS.
Pothos. How is the right way to say it?
Pothos.
I think it's Pothos.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But so often when I go to stores in my area, ask if they have it. Right? What?
Huh?
The word pothos is Greek origin, right? I don't believe it's Latin.
I don't honestly know. It does sound. It definitely sounds Greek in nature, but that's a total guess.
Someone mind looking it up?
And pothos is a philodendron, right?
Is a type of philodendron. I believe that sounds correct. Yes.
I'm putting my coworkers to work tonight, y'all.
Well, just hold your horses here, sir.
I believe the word pothos is of Greek origin.
I am about to answer that question right now. Yes, the Greek word potho. The word pothos does have Greek origins. Translates to longing, yearning, or desire. Whoa, this took a.
Yes.
Well, that took a different turn. More than I expected.
That took a graphic turn here.
Yeah, very fast.
It also refers to a minor deity in Greek mythology, one of the Erotes, who are associated with love and yeah. What is going on here? I feel like I'm. I gotta stop reading.
No wonder everyone loves pothos.
I gotta stop reading before I say something inappropriate without filtering first.
Right. So talking about filters, what's the best kind of filter that we can use for a mouse?
Oh, good luck.
Luck. Oh,
you're asking the wrong people here, pal.
The wrong crowd. Huh?
Yeah, that is not one of our strengths.
So what polyfill could we use for a mouse?
What polyfill?
To get rid of all the extra particles. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a very, very fine filtration going on.
Some nights we need more fine polyfill than others. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think those filters exist, Eddie.
Nope. Renee DeQueer is here.
Hey, Renee, welcome in.
Hey.
I never will figure that out. Right. Hey, Jeff, could you do a 3D printed one? A 3D printed? No, vibes. No. Okay, Renee, if you want to win a gift package, put hashtag Pothos in the chat, and I'll refresh it, and then we'll spin. How about that?
Yeah, Cheryl says she's been trying to figure out mouth filters for RJ for years. Yeah, if she can't figure it out, we're in trouble here, pal.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Any of y'all have parents that when you was younger, if you said a bad word or talk back or something, they actually put soap in your mouth, like a bar of soap?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That happened to me quite a few times.
Did it really?
Is that why your teeth are so white?
Listen, they put a bar of soap in your mouth, and they'll wet it, put a bar of soap in your mouth, and it's the nastiest thing ever.
No, I got one better. It was not my finest moment, I will admit. I mean, we were young, right? But my sister said something that was, I don't even remember what it was, but she said something that was a little bit off. And I remember for whatever reason, I decided that I was the disciplinarian at that moment. And I took like the hand soap. And I pumped one in her mouth like a.
I guess that's a way to modernize it.
That was terrible.
That's one way to modernize it.
Not my proudest moment as an adult.
But you know
as
what?
A kid,
that's cheating, though. That's cheating because that hand soap is all watered down.
Right.
The pump stuff is all watered down. That's cheating. Well, so she didn't really get the full effect.
But Mariah, that stuff is like so hyper, like perfumed.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh. Yeah, no, but
do you not remember the perfumed soap from back in the day, like the Zest or the Ivory? The bars that like your mom or your grandma or whatever, your auntie would have like in the bathroom. Like, you could smell it when you walk in the bathroom after somebody just washed their hands with it.
I feel like the hand soap that we had was just as bad though. It was like the Bath and Body Works, like smelled like.
True. Very true. Oh yeah, Irish Spring was very strong too.
Yeah. So not one of my proudest moments, and I don't exactly know how I got myself appointed as the disciplinarian in that moment, but that's
hilarious.
I think we all lived in the same generation. Irish Spring. I mean, who didn't have the Irish Spring as hand soap or bath soap growing up?
I don't think we did. I mean, I certainly have experienced it before, but I don't think we had it as a long time. Oh, Dennis is right. Just as long as
but I never did because it made my skin very dry.
Oh, yeah, I imagine. Just as long as it wasn't lava. Oh, have you ever used that stuff with the pumice in it?
No.
It's like soap that's like.
I would like to not wash myself with a cheese grater, thank you.
Yeah, it's like sandpaper, like in soap form. Terrible.
Hey, Jen Fish, welcome in. Now, I remember when my mom thought it was a bad idea. Let's make some homemade soap, some lye soap.
Yeah.
Now that stuff is really different. Different level.
What was your favorite flavor, Vibes?
Lavender.
Oh, there's a shocker.
That's funny.
Hey, Craig, welcome in. All right, I'm gonna refresh y'all, and we'll do a giveaway.
Craig
about that.
Oh, Jeff, lava soap is good. Like it's good for cleaning your hands, like after I work on the car or something like that. It definitely cleans off all the grease and stuff. But yeah, I mean, tasting it would be horrendous.
Right. Good luck, everyone.
Let's do it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Oh, just like that, I can.
Is it too loud?
No, it was good. At the end, it was better.
Why are we always yelling?
Good volume.
Elaine.
I always love the little jingles on these.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith.
Courtesy of Riddle.
Sleeper barbecue grills to Gia.
Talking about public grills. I mean, tomorrow's July 4th. Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Asai Llewellyn.
Asai Llewellyn.
Empire of Dirt Aquatics.
Empire Dirt Aquatics.
Renee D. Queer.
Renee D. Queer.
Dennis Christensen.
Jens
Oh.
Christensen.
Dirty Tanks 13.
Dirty Tank 13.
13.
All right.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
You have between 1 and 8-ish minutes now to respond.
Right, 8-ish. I like that. 8-ish.
Oh, didn't even need it.
Yeah, perfect.
Congratulations on your Vibes Aquatics prize pack.
Yeah. Liz, you mind emailing your address to me? And Ma, do you mind dropping down the email that she can email to? And I'm gonna put it in my notes who won. And put hashtag Pothos winnings, Liz, if you don't mind. That way, there ain't a scammer that tries to win, get the win from you.
Didn't you just tell the scammer, though, the same thing?
Yeah, I did. But the scammer, we'll figure it out. They're gonna try really hard to do it. They're desperate. Yeah. For those who don't know, I'm putting down what all she won. That way, it actually happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to make sure we come make good on these winnings.
Yes.
Otherwise, people will be sadly disappointed.
Here in a bit, once I get it all filled out, I'll go ahead and reread what all the winnings was.
Cool. My gosh, guys, it's almost 9:45. Where has the night gone?
It's gone places.
It's crazy, man.
It's gone to darkness, baby.
Ooh, okay. So she's gonna put her club name.
Perfect. I like it. The scammer will not know it.
No, unless they're
I
part of
do.
the club too.
Well, yeah.
And then,
That'd be a coincidence.
yep.
I know, Jeff Kane. I do need to make a vibes Gmail.
Yeah, man. What does your if it's family friendly appropriate, what does your email address stand for?
We'll tell you in a bit.
Okay.
Well, because I quick finish this. Otherwise,
Yep, go ahead.
I forget what's happening. And Stephen P won the Lavender Vibes koozie.
Yes.
Okay. With 3 rabbit bites.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Since you asked a question, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's my email. Reddit@gmail.com. Okay, that was it. Okay, I'm gonna start a little backstory. My total social online parents got hacked. Everything, all my accounts, everything got hacked years ago. During was that 2015, 2016? 2015 must have been during the election year, whatever.
10 years ago.
Yeah. Anyways, and I was trying to figure out, and at that time, my local computer geek, what I told me, your new email needs to be something that's not related to you at all.
Okay.
And everyone's saying, "Who are you voting for?" And all this,
Yep.
And this came about running. FJ stands for running for Jesus at gmail.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeff said
Here, I was
Steven
thinking it
thinks
was.
that koozie to smell like lavender as well. Vibes.
Oh, I see that.
What?
Yeah, that koozie that you send to Steven has to smell like lavender.
Oh, woo. You're asking a lot, y'all.
He wants a lavender scented koozie.
That's hilarious.
Can we put in an order for a scratch and sniff lavender scented koozie, please?
Oh my god.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
But
Does that take you back to childhood days or what?
yes.
Scratch and sniff is crazy, y'all.
I can almost smell it over here.
God, those were the books, man, right? Scratch and sniff books, stickers.
No, what was great
Stickers.
was the scented markers.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, like the dry erase. Uh-huh.
Or even the
markers.
the other erasers for your pencils.
Oh yeah, the pencil erasers were scented too.
Yeah, and those things were a joke for erasing.
Yeah,
I hated them. They didn't work.
all they would do was put a hole in your paper.
Yes,
It smelled
exactly.
great, but they put a hole in your
Oh,
paper.
did you have that problem too?
Yeah,
You just end up shredding your notebook paper? Like,
Exactly.
what the heck?
and it's always not even a notebook paper that's perforations. It's always in like a compost book or what's the name of that book?
A
The black and white one. Composition book, not compost. It's always a composition book, so the page doesn't even rip like nicely.
Right.
It's just shredded all over the place.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I don't want this to impact his winnings, but Steven says he actually doesn't like the smell of lavender.
Oh. Bummer, Steven.
Hey,
you asked for it, and I had to unspell the moment,
Nah, in true vibes fashion, it's got to be a scratch and sniff cottage cheese.
Ooh, yes.
Man, this took a dark turn.
Hey.
Vibes, don't encourage me. That is diabolical. Don't you dare. Diabolical thoughts, sir.
Mariah's she's gonna spend her holiday off trying to figure out how to make this a reality.
Absolutely not.
You got to send the email to Vibes directly.
Yeah, to the running@gmail.com, and just send your address to me if you want your winnings, or if you want to meet up at a fish store somewhere.
Oh,
that
she
too.
local?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or if you convince me to show up to an event pretty soon, maybe I could bring along.
Steven said once the cottage cheese arrives to Louisiana, scratching not required for sniffing.
Just unboxing.
Oh gosh. I think that you could say the same for that once it's in Texas too.
Unboxing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So y'all want me to do a live boxing up of cottage cheese, huh?
For the love of God, do not do that.
Whoever you send it to you are not going to be on their Christmas card list. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
That turned out for a different situation, y'all. Anyway.
It did. Okay. So cool. So we did a giveaway tonight, which is really nice in honor of the holiday here.
Oh wow, it's almost 10 o'clock. Dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think let's wrap this up, y'all.
Okay.
We went over at 20 minutes on regular time. So, but before we head out though, y'all, TJ, what you got for us?
Yeah. So I want to wish everybody happy 4th of July. To those outside of the U.S., I want to wish you a good rest of the week. Yeah, it was a good night. Thanks for everybody being here. And for what are you doing?
Fireworks.
Oh, you're
Did you
yeah,
hear that?
you're setting your own fireworks off in your fish
It's
room.
organic.
I like it. So,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So thanks everybody for showing up here tonight, and thanks to you guys. Mariah, welcome back. We're so happy that we had you here, and we'll do it again next Thursday.
Yeah. And how about you, Mariah? What you got for us?
Well, as y'all know, I already said earlier, I missed every single one of y'all, especially you guys. Y'all are some heathens and the most diabolical people you know, and I love it. I'm just kidding. Y'all aren't that bad.
I thought it was an angel with little horns.
Yeah, don't forget that part. But I'm so happy to be back. I missed you guys so much. And hopefully I'll be able to make it again next week if I can keep the same schedule. Fingers crossed, you guys. I hope everybody has a great, happy 4th and a safe weekend. And again, don't forget to make sure your pets are taken care of and comfortable and safe as well during the festivities. Drive safely. Everybody drink responsibly if you are going to be drinking. And as always, y'all, treat other people how you want to be treated. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And may God treat you how you treat animals and elders. We love y'all. Oh, yeah. And do not send cottage cheese via mail.
Words to live by.
As long as you had a heat pack, you'd be fine.
Yikes.
Anyway, I do appreciate Mariah joining us again. It's been a while. And of course, TJ put up with my craziness. Thanks to everyone for joining us. And to the winners, go ahead and send your address within 24 hours so I can get the package out to you. And thanks again, everyone, for the wonderful night. Till later. Peace out.
Good night, all.
Bye,
Happy 4th.